Okay, this is Basis 62, Part 7. Now, we're calling this, for now, the finale of this witness's statement. We've been recording this live, it's the first time, so there's had a few gaffes in there, but we've also uploaded the first 6. We're able to do this much faster because of the live mix ability. And after that, we'll get on with doing the conference 2016 edits, being this September 15th, 2016. Now, there's been a lot of reaction. We've had a lot of trolls, which is normal. I'm getting rid of the trolls. But I also repeat, you do not believe anything on basis. What you do, you should look at it, take it on board, and see how it pans out. So, without further ado, we have Ahlex. And so, Ahlex, what about the reaction so far? How do you feel about that?
Well, I got a little bit upset, but because I've never actually had to deal with trolls before, and this is all very sort of personal. But again, I have to repeat that none of the information comes from me, so I don't have responsibility, including that apparent slip-up where I was reading the life story of my mother. The thing is, it's still, I didn't write that. What happened was these beings see, Angelina puts me in hypnosis, these sea beings come in.
Now, these aren't ETs. You said they're not ETs. They're
no, they're
an
way above
world,
of
higher
dimension, of realm.
Yeah. Well, you've just told me, we've just had an interruption there because, anyway, we're talking about the sea, but you've just told me that you're possessed. Now, what do you mean by that? And who is it that you're possessed with?
That's well, it's a she, and she calls herself Lilith many times.
Okay.
So just to get back to the point, so there was apparently, I said my mother in the life story, but previously I'd said that I didn't write that. So see these beings through me were dictating the whole life story. It took us a couple of days, and at first there was a draft and it was from my perspective, but they were dictating from my perspective in a way. They were doing it for me. The thing is, I don't have the mental capacity to write in a language like that. That's just the way it is. I'm not that
articulate.
I'm a bit dumb, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, what does it mean that this sea that you're talking about and this possession? What is this? What does this mean to what's been said?
Well, I'm just dealing with a comment, and just it needed some straightening out. I had to address that.
Okay.
Because it's still, I stand by what I said. I didn't write any of it.
So, in the context of what we're talking about, where does that fit in terms of the relevance of what's being said?
Well, my Angelina
intelligence issues or what? Or?
Angelina's life is, we're connected. We have the same lives, and
well, your mother and son.
Yeah, well, in a larger way, that all of these experiences point to other paranormal things. I also have childhood experiences which we actually couldn't get to.
Well, why don't you talk about them now?
Well, because we don't have the time.
Well, just make the time. But just get on.
Okay. Well, a couple of things, just really quick. When I was going on. Another instance, when I was in Elm Grove Middle School. Grove Middle School.
Yeah.
The school was poisoned. I was in England 2004. This is a school in London, Elm Grove Middle School, and the schoolyard was poisoned. And I actually found a small sphere.
Yeah.
A small sphere. And I gave that to the teachers, and I said, "Whoa! Look what I found! This I took it with a certain cone that they use for PE." And
so you didn't touch it?
No. But we weren't allowed on the field. Another instance, this is again in 2004.
But what about the cone? What about
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. The cone, I was approached by a woman that was sort of working for acting and theater services when that was in 2004. So I was a young kid, and I said no. I've also had some. I saw a grey one once, and I was in sleep paralysis, and I woke up and he was sort of stood like that, on the door frame, and I could for a long time, and he sort of wanted to harm me, and I had absolutely no control over my body, and he was pure evil, and he wanted to harm me, and it was imbued with human screams. That's what it sounded. I could hear it. Anyway, the point of all these abilities that you read, that was on the note, the point of all this, and this is because this is a positive note, and this is why I'm being so heavily interfered and possessed right now, because this is positive information. This is extremely positive information, because there are going to be possibly cataclysmic and global events. There's going to be some serious stuff. This is what I mean by grim stuff, and possibly the satanic ritual abuse stuff, which I'm not going into, but Jesus, what was I saying? The positive stuff.
Positive things, yeah.
These abilities. This is what the future of humanity is going to be. This is who we are. This is who we're going to be soon. I don't know what kind of timeline, but this is not too far in the future.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I'm in this distressed state, and I apologize to all the viewers. This is not me. I do not have a medical condition of any kind, and if you can possibly I'm sure that if you examine the footage, you'll see that I'm being influenced by something that is not under my control. The thing is, all of what I'm doing here is relaying the message from these Nazi guys who want to do something positive, who are doing something positive, and I don't care about the whole. I know that it's controversial because it's Nazi, swastikas, anti-Semitism, Holocaust, but as I tried to explain the other day, the information that we have is that they're not what they're made out to be, and that the Holocaust is some sort of a blackmail scenario where they were infiltrated. And I know about Hitler's anti-Semitism, but one thing that is definite and is absolute is that he has no karmic responsibility for the Holocaust.
Okay. No,
this
is
what these
karmic. Yeah. Okay.
This is what these beings say, because apparently there are no documents him issuing anything relating to the Holocaust. This is sort of out there, people can look this up if they want. We are going to be free. Forget about the whole Nazi thing. This is the whole message. We're going to be free, guys. Peace out.
Okay, well, we'll take a break, get some sunshine, get some water, and we'll see if there's going to do any more on this, okay? Bye.